We'll go ahead and pick this up here. Wow, look at that. That was a tough fight. We, of course, need another stick. Stick 23 and stick 24. Plus 230 damage for all of our sticks. Good morning, good afternoon, and don't you forget, good evening. I have one question for you, my lovely loyal audience. How many sticks is too many sticks? Today, we're going to attempt to answer that question as we attempt to assemble a character wielding not 12, not 16, but 24 sticks at once. Is such a thing even possible? Well, using the power of the new baby character released in the beta branch, it certainly is. And I can't wait to see if we can make this madness work here today. Notably, the baby gets 10 harvesting, minus 20% item price, however, can only wield one weapon. Every time they level up, however, they get to wield an additional weapon up to a whopping 24. However, the big downside of this character is leveling up requires an additional 150% XP. However, if we can make this character work quite well, which I think we can, then we're in for a rockin' good time. As you noticed there when we bought that second stick, as we were not able to level up due to the XP penalty in the first wave, we simply upgraded our first stick as we are not able to wield multiple weapons yet. However, time is nigh, my friends. Definitely a bit of a slow starter character, but once we get rocking and rolling, we will be off to the races. Went ahead and picked up an alien baby there, put some more enemies on the map or some more materials. Notably, this is shown as a weapon upgrade, weapon slot, so we go ahead and choose that, and we now can pick up 2 weapons, of course, which we will buy another stick. We'll go ahead and lock this as we will have 3 weapon slots moving into wave 3, and we'll go ahead and grab this scar. Hate losing the range. Range will be pretty important, but the scar will give us a bit of XP, which will help ameliorate the XP penalty on this character. Again, 150% XP penalty is reasonably stiff, and we want to get to 6 weapon slots as fast as possible, as our character is relatively underpowered, especially with sticks, until we're able to overcome the pretty substantial starting disadvantage of only having 1 weapon. But when we are able to overcome that disadvantage, this character does get pretty nuts pretty quickly. Again, I think there's a lot we're gonna be able to do with this character, so I'm sort of excited to show that off. Again, another weapon slot, love it. Go ahead and grab a stick up to a more respectable 3. We'll go ahead and lock that for the same reason. Toss a cursory reroll. Don't like any of these, and again, I feel strong enough to get through wave 4. Although again, we'll want to start picking up some more items as well. Now, notably, this character does get a very nice 20% item price discount, which is actually very, very strong. It ends up being much stronger than I thought it might be on this character. And it's pretty important. I think this character definitely likes economy items, because having to fill out so many weapon slots actually becomes pretty expensive pretty quickly. So we do like all the items we can buy. And I think the fact this character starts, I'm gonna go ahead and try to take out that looter, which we are. The fact this character starts with a little bit of harvesting, I think is a bit of a signpost that this is a money hungry character. No hit injury, and again, I think we can afford to drop the 2 harvesting for that additional melee damage. So we'll go ahead and buy another stick and another stick. So again, at 4 at the moment. Try and decide if I want to wait and buy that, which I think I do. Kind of some tough rerolls here. Like a little bit more XP there again, just to go ahead and offset some of the XP penalty we are taking, as again, we want to get this character up and running with as many items as possible as fast as we humanly can. But the idea being is we're going to be wielding 24 sticks. Each one will be getting a base bonus damage of around 250, I believe, which means with some good percentage scaling, we will be doing absolutely insane amounts of damage. This character is very, very powerful. Again, I think we can do some crazy things with some ricocheting weapons. I can only imagine something like shurikens on this character being absolutely bonkers. But we're going to start off with sticks, because sticks seem to be the most obvious sort of breakable thing, just to be a little ridiculous. So 2 level ups here, which I do like to see. Go ahead and upgrade both weapon slots. Have to click there twice. We'll go ahead and grab some more sticks. Another scar. But again, we do want to increase our range is, pretty rapidly, like the dangerous bunny, like the claw tree. Claw tree, definitely one of my favorite items in the game. Don't really need the alien worm. Do one more reroll. A couple interesting items here. Celery tree, which we'll look at after this, and a beanie. But again, speed is very important, but we will want to counteract some of these range penalties that we are taking. Notably, when we have like a ton of sticks, the radius will be really wide. I'll demonstrate that when it happens. And getting additional range is actually really important, so your items can attack. Now, that's not really an issue yet, but we don't want to drop the range too much. So I'm very much cognizant that I don't want to over reduce the range and not be able to get it back where I need to get it. So we're going to go ahead and pass on the beanie, even though that's normally an item I would take at this stage in the game. getting a little speed, definitely helpful. Extra speed definitely helps. Starting on wave 7, so you can hunt down those eggs a little bit more effectively. Although I think we're going to have the raw damage where I'm not really going to be able, or I'm not particularly worried about that. Nice and clean, wave 6 here, no issues yet as we rock on into wave 7. Like our additional weapon slot, going to buy the stick celery tea. Actually, a really interesting item. This is the item you actually unlock by winning with this character. 5% permanent XP gain at the end of the wave. However, 100% enemy health during the next wave. Some design philosophy obviously influenced by the peacock item. So we'll go ahead and pick that up, which will be a little bit challenging actually going into this wave with the eggs. They're spawning. Want to kill those as fast as possible, but I think will be a okay. So I just need to make it through here. You see we're notably at 7 sticks. So you can see 49 damage plus 36 plus 48 damage for that purple stick. So, you know, if we can go and get to this whopping amount of 24 sticks, we're going to be in good shape. But you can see extra XP penalty not really hurting us too bad on that celery tea, and that celery tea will definitely help us a whole heck of a lot on this character. As you all know, people who watched in the past, I'm typically not a huge fan of XP boosting items in Brotato due to the semi-quadratic way the XP scales in this game. It's not quite an exponential gain, although it's not far off. So XP items definitely have limited value. However, since we're playing this character, which really relies on getting those levels online ASAP, we do want to prioritize some XP on our wee little baby character, but we're trying to grow them up, right? How thematic is that? No dynamite needed. Love the additional weapon slot. Somewhat tempted by a metal plate, but she'll pass. Claw Tree, one of my favorite items. Enough melee damage in our kit already, and I do like this fertilizer, which is good. And again, we really want some range. Baby Gecko, notably this was buffed quite significantly, can now get 100% with 4, making it a better item than it was, as it was pretty average item in the past. With additional range, I want speed bad enough where I'm willing to take that. Coffee, one of the better items in the game, a great just value item. Notably, coffee was actually slightly nerfed in the most recent beta patch, where its base cost was increased from 15 to 20. So I think the devs also realized it was a very, very good item, as they definitely bumped up that cost a bit. Again, just raw stat per stat, coffee is one of the better items in the game, giving you 10 attack speed for only 2 damage, which is a very good trade-off. Attack speed is a very, very valuable stat in Brotato, both melee and range characters. And though we are playing melee, we want to go ahead and pick that up. Again, our character isn't quite super powered yet. Again, this is much more of a scaling character, but I assure you, such good things are on the way for our little baby here. And our baby is growing up. They're getting older. Our baby's in like 3rd grade. So we're not a full-grown adult yet. We're not like a lawyer or a doctor or anything like that. We're not even in elementary school, but we're doing the right things. We're studying. We're staying after class. You know, our parents are tutoring us, so that all helps. Definitely like a tree here and a weapon slot as well, which comes with the upgrade. Going Berserker, don't love negative armor, but again, I want to keep this range probably around like 80 as we move on. Somewhat tempted by defective steroids early enough where I do like another dangerous bunny here. Again, like a claw tree. I guess we'll grab another dangerous bunny, grab a free reroll. Don't love losing crit chance. I think crit goes pretty well with what we're trying to do here, but enough valuable stats there where I am going to be very, very happy to pick it up, as we are at 8 sticks, and we will keep that number heading in the northward direction as we roll in here into wave 9. But, you know, one little tick there. I ended up taking, I think, 9 damage. So negative armor. Gonna make us a little squishy, although I'm not particularly worried about it, which means you shouldn't be particularly worried about it either. Go ahead and clean this up. Wave 9. So off to a solid start here. Not missing any sticks. Have managed to fill every single extra weapon slot with sticks. So we are stick-tacular, I believe is a good way to describe it. But I think we're going to have a good old time with this run, as 24 sticks will give us massive stick slaying power, which I don't know about you, but stick slaying power really does get me nice and excited, and will make for good content. I don't know about you, it is all about the content, as our dear friend Bo Burnham likes to reference in this recent Netflix special Inside, which is not that recent because it came out 2 years ago, but I'm not good at dating things. Anyway, get another weapon slot here. Again, do like the metal, just gives us some stats that we need, and I actually don't mind bumping harvesting a bit since we got that bonus. Don't really want the snail yet. Honey, nice new item here, 1% elemental damage for every 5% of missing health. However, not really where I want to go. Warrior's helmet, we have enough speed, happy to take it. Just gives us some nice defensive stats. Love a coffee, get that attack speed nice and high. Another stick, we are up to 9. which is a whole lot better. Somewhat tempted by Alien Tongue, but don't really need it. I will actually go ahead and buy another celery tea just to get that XP bonus, going up nice. Now you see up to 75% XP gain here. So we will keep that going. And you see 10 sticks. What a whole heck of a lot. You can see our blue sticks getting plus 48 damage, purple plus 64. And that will obviously keep on going nice and high. We do want to start focusing on percent damage. That'll be pretty important because we're going to be dealing with such massive base values that percent damage is going to be pretty valuable on this character much more quickly than it is usually in Brotato. We're operating under that new item Celery T's additional enemy HP penalty here. Just want to be a little bit careful with these bruisers charging around the map that we don't meet an untimely fate. Although I feel much more secure here having picked up both the metal and the knight's helmet. You can see up to a respectable 2 armor. Hey, beats 0, right? So I'm happy to take that and dip around here. Character's power is falling off just a bit at the moment, but again, we will scale quite well as we move through the game. But definitely seeing that we're not quite demolishing the map or anything. Again, with that Celery T penalty, all our enemies having additional 100% health, definitely slowing us down a bit as I aggressively charge through the middle there, and I'm punished, but it is okay. Like a free boxing glove and our additional weapon slots. Love it. Another stick. Percent damage is important, but so is range. So we'll pass on these items. Do like Claw Tree. Again, just good value item. Really do like a wheat. Again, harvesting and melee damage, both things we like. I'll go ahead and grab a butterfly for a touch of life seal and regen. And again, we'll pick up that fertilizer. Bean Teacher is somewhat tempting, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick this bait up. We are going into a horde wave, but again, want to start cranking this percent damage up to 12 sticks. All right, that's a whole lot of sticks. All right, look at that. Able to survive the bait onslaught without taking any damage. I believe this is actually a horde wave, so do want to be somewhat careful. But I am not too concerned about this. I think we'll handle this wave just fine. You can already see crits hitting on the map for, I think, 183 with our purple sticks, which is pretty good for this point in the game. Anything over 500 is good. 1,000 is great, and I think we'll be playing in that realm sooner rather than later, dealing with this wave just fine. Really liking the new update. Again, I'm still diving into it, but I really do like how they have rebalanced some of the items, improving some items that are bad, maybe reducing some of the items that were a little bit too strong. Definitely nice and fun to go ahead and take that looter out. Look at some items that I typically pass over. Don't really want a cake, like the weapon slot, of course. We'll go ahead and grab a shady potion because I'm not really going to do HP regen with this build unless it's like thrown at us. Like the coupon, like the glasses, get that range positive. A cute monkey, somewhat tempting. Fried rice, interesting new item, 1 HP regen for every burning enemy, but not really going to prioritize that. Grab another stick, of course. Don't really think we need a Celery Tea. We already have 2. Some good items here. Really do like the power generator, which will help us a lot later. And again, I do like the alloy. One of the items I am very much partial to. So we're already looking a little bit crazy here on wave 12. You can see with all the insane amounts of sticks we are holding. But again, we really want to think about percent damage in the late game as a good way to scale with this massive damage-based bonuses we are using on this build. So I really do like to see that power generator, although it essentially does nothing for us now. It will do quite a bit if we're able to get our speed, into the 30-40%, which we will at some point. So I think we've got this semi-compiled here, where I am not really concerned. I think we're going to be reaching the tipping point quite soon, where these sticks just take over just on their raw amounts of damage. But you can see that radius getting even bigger as we pick up more sticks, and they'll continue to get even more ridiculous, which is why we need range, just so items on the left have enough range to hit our enemies on the right and vice versa. Definitely want that solved by the time we reach the bosses. But hey, zooming through, feeling pretty good, which means you should feel good too. Even for free, don't really want the alien worm. Do like the mouse quite a bit. Life seal, not bad. Like the extra enemies, and of course, we'll take our weapon slot. Really do like the alloy. Grab the bag. Trees. Clockwork Wasp, again, structure doesn't do anything, but with a power generator, speed's very, very valuable for more than one reason. So we'll pick that up. Again, with our XP gain scaling pretty well off those 2 Celery Teas. I don't really think we need the scar at this point. We'll take a touch of luck, because why not? Silver Bullet are going to a wave 14 elite, so do like to see that. Nuclear launcher and that this build. Another stick, but of course, somewhat tempted by the helmet, but I think we're okay. We'll go ahead and grab that mastery for a little bit more melee damage, as after all, while we are using sticks, sticks are melee weapons, so that will be something to go ahead and pick up at the next shop. Mastery, just one of the better items in the game. You know, most times you're playing melee, not all the time, but most times you're playing melee, you don't really care about range damage. There's very few hybrid builds that do. There's something like mastery, which just gives you a really valuable and like large value of 6 stats just in your primary damage is just really, really good. So mastery, definitely one of the items in the game that is almost always worth picking up if you are using a build that will utilize it effectively, of which this build is. You can see crits already smacking there for 225, getting a couple items here. Wasn't quite able to accelerate the economy as much as I would have probably liked using this character, but that is a-okay. Again, I think this character will do really, really well with harvesting. Of the couple of test runs I did on this character just to make sure I knew the ins and outs, I got the harvesting going pretty quickly. And still haven't gotten a crown with this character, which I think would be pretty nuts, but we still have time. For free, do you like recycle machine? Pumpkin, not really what we want to do here. Do like the peaceful bee and the weapon upgrade. Okay, 2 more sticks, up to 16 sticks. Mastery and tree, that is a good shot for us. As I was referencing earlier, percent damage is good, so like the injection and boxing glove, which has become a little bit better. Knockback is now a value in this game that you can manipulate with some new items like the coil. We'll go ahead and pick that up as well. Lucky coin will definitely be something I want to pick up. However, I will probably go ahead and re-roll once or twice first, as I will now have 0 armor. I don't necessarily want to go into insane negative armor values going into a wave 14 elite, which you can't see because it's under my camera. Go ahead and grab, not the plants, I thought that was a butterfly, which it was not. Anyway, wave 14 elite, I think our damage will be pretty solid here. You can see really no issues burning this elite down in under 10 seconds. Wave 14, and our scaling is just getting started, so maybe I shouldn't have been as concerned about the penalty from the lucky coin. Again, just didn't want -2 armor heading into this wave, but clearly was not an issue, so probably should have picked it up. Lucky coin, solid item, just will help solve the luck issues. Although we aren't necessarily playing a build that really relies on super rare items, we'll go ahead and pick that up. You know, obviously if we can get enough range, something like a hoodie would be really good. Something like an anvil would be awesome. That would be very, very good off this elite. You know, we have so many sticks that like it's gonna be pretty tough to get them all upgraded. So that would be very, very good for us. But you can see, man, blew down that elite in under 10 seconds. We got a stew going, right? Still need a little more salt, a little more carrot, thing like that. Maybe a little bit more chicken stock. But our little baby is definitely like about to graduate middle school. So it's growing up here, getting more and more items, which we love to see. Giant Smelt, love that. We're going to smash the elites. Love another mastery. Love another weapon slot. Grab another stick. Of course, 17 sticks and a lucky coin. Pocket Factory, one of my favorite items, but not really needed for this build. Do like a bag and a silver bullet. Go ahead and upgrade a stick, because why not? Baby with the beard could be fun. Nail, not really what I'm doing. Injection, what I'm doing. Bean Teacher has been buffed, which I'll pick up for the lulz, because we do care about it. Although I don't really care that much, quite frankly. But Bean Teacher, again, not an item that is really that good. Sometimes picking one of them is worth it, but then item I really prioritize. You can see that item was buffed a little bit, going from 40% XP to a 50% XP bonus. Again, devs probably agreed that the item was a little weak, but still probably not that good. But hey, what you gonna do? Regen's pretty low, 7% lifesteal, actually much better than I thought. Are a little squishy here. Again, I don't really think that matters. We have an elite and a boss coming up. Our offense is very, very good, so we don't have to dodge that long. So I'm not really concerned about my lack of defense, but if I'm able to pick up a little bit of good value over the next couple waves, making my life just a little easier, I will of course do that. And as you can see, I'm playing a little aggressively here, but I always play aggressively because that is how I play. So out of the danger zone at the moment, unless I'm doing a no-hit run, which is way more challenging, but I'm not doing a no-hit run, so I can be a little lazy, and I like being lazy. Love another mouse and love a weapon slot, couple of those there. Go ahead and grab the Bean Teacher, another stick, because that is why we're here, and don't need any of these. Peaceful Bee, not terrible. Fertilizer and Ritual, again, percent damage, lifesteal, pretty good. Like another wheat. Don't really need any of these. I will go ahead and pick up a medal, and we'll grab another stick, but we'll grab this Gummy Berserker, putting us -3 armor, not great, but again, range is at 44, definitely need to get that much higher. So I'm just laughing at our guy. Look at all these sticks. How is that not freaking hilarious? We are at 18 sticks, but I want to get that even higher. I'm not satisfied with 18 sticks. Therefore, you should not be satisfied with 18 sticks either. So we're gonna go ahead and keep bumping this up, and you can see crits already hitting for 350. We'll see if we can crack 500 by the end of the wave. Percent damage at 33, you know, which isn't terrible, but I do want to get that up. You can see how far, as the radius of weapons gets bigger and bigger every time we pick one up, how far our left weapons have to attack to the right in order to, you know, connect, which means that we really need to keep that range nice and high so we can kill those elites. Otherwise, only like a third of our weapons will actually be hitting that elite. And I didn't pick up 20 or 19 sticks so far, so only a third of them could hit the boss, right? Like I picked them up, so they should all hit the boss. Wave 16, feeling nice and good. Ton of items there. Adrenaline, not my favorite item, but for free, I'm happy to take it. White flag, I guess I'll just take it to get it out of the item pool. Same with Pocket Factory, and love a coffee, and love a weapon slot. Love the stick, love the metal. Again, crit's good, but speed, we have a double dip on speed with our power generator. We have enough percent damage, but I'll take a metal plate just to get back to 0. Do like a mastery. Bloody hands. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pick that up and start scaling off of that. Bloody hand probably wouldn't be the move if I were going into endless, but I'm not, so we'll go ahead and pick this up here. Wow, look at that. That was a tough fight. The power of the stick reigns supreme. Again, that percent damage popping all the way up to 85. I think really is helping. Again, you can see the percent damage really coming online there. But yeah, we're just a wrecking ball at this point. I am not really concerned. I think we're going to be smooth sailing, just trying to pack on as many more sticks as possible. So that will be the goal. Again, a couple things I think we've done really well this round, getting a lot of XP gain off the celery tea, which is really a really good value XP item for this character in particular. So that is definitely helping us, you know, get all this, getting all these sticks and getting all these levels. So that is quite oh man, this is just hilarious. So we're getting all these items unlocked. What we didn't do great is maybe accelerating our harvesting as much as I maybe would have liked. In addition, you know, obviously nothing like a hunting trophy, but I think we're a-okay with a solid 22% lifesteal. Again, bloody hand, just such a good item. I remember when it was 3% back before they nerfed it, so it's still very good. Ricochet, not doing that. Metal detector, not really at this point. Of course, we'll take the weapon slot. Don't need any of these. We of course need another stick. That is no problem. We'll go ahead and take Peacock, and I'm actually fine with the handcuffs. We have enough HP to get through the rest of the game just fine. Like a claw tree, like a wheelbarrow. Don't think we necessarily need another wheelbarrow. Gentle alien, very good. Going berserker, very good. We are playing a little bit dangerous here, so go ahead and pick up the helmet. Again, -1 armor, capped at 48 health. We're definitely a little squishy, but I care all about offense. So look at that, 589 crit. Our sticks are unbeatable, although I did take a ton of damage there. So you can see playing a little fast and loose with no HP, and of course no armor. So, you know, may want to pick up a defensive item so we don't get like just instantly KO'd by the bosses, as we can probably take one hit from them, but not two. But you can see stick build really rocking and rolling, coming online. Oh man, this is the stick. The sticks mean the business. Don't be in the end of my stick. You know, we don't have big sticks, but we have many sticks, and sometimes it's not the size, it's the number, or something vaguely sexual like that. Anyway, wave 18. You can see really no issues. Our build is getting pretty close to complete. Everything is zooming along. Offense is extremely good. However, our defense leaves a bit to be desired, but that's all right. Feeling strong. Gonna get 2 more slots. Wisdom actually was buffed quite a bit. You can see now it's only negative 15% damage. This is probably good in this character. However, I'm trying to burst the bosses down before that will take effect. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass that there. Tractor would have been way better at the start. I love another stick. Fried rice, really fun item, not what we need here. Do like the fin again, that double dipping on the percent damage with the lifesteal and the bloody hand. Like the alien, like the injection, like the boxing glove, all very good things here. Cape, you know, don't really love losing melee damage, but this does give us lifesteal and dodge, and we do have the bloody hand, so I do like that. Love another stick, and coil, actually a nice new item here. 5 knockback and damage. Go ahead and grab that leather vest. So we are at how many? 22 sticks. Oh man, that's hilarious. Getting our percent damage up pretty impressively. 754 crit. That is very strong. Oh man, this stick build is hilarious. We are absolutely going to dumpster these bosses, and those who actually those who do regularly watch the channel, you know what Wave 19 is. Wave 19 is Wave 19 shill time. My name is Sean. I run a channel called Shunt. Here is a fun roguelike channel where I take a look at Brotato as well as some other roguelikes on occasion. I consider this channel a mix between strategy, helping you get better, as well as my odd off-brand sense of humor. If you are not subscribed to the channel and wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, I would ever so appreciate it. Thank you for listening, and I hope you do enjoy. If we can get to 24 sticks, that would be awesome. But you can see we're just in cruise control mode, dealing insane amounts of damage here and just busting things through. No problem, no worries. We have -1 armor, but not worried about it. Don't really need a lure going the last slot. Here we go. Stick 23 and stick 24. Look at that. Oh man, that is hilarious. What is our range at? 69. We'll go ahead and take that gummy berserker leather vest. I'm sure there is a stick we can upgrade somewhere here, so we'll take that, and we get the red stick. Look at this, plus 230 damage for all of our sticks. Don't tell me that is not hilarious. We'll go ahead and find some sticks there to combine, because why the heck not? Somewhat tempted by the blindfold, which I will go ahead and pick up just for a little bit more crit. Nothing we would have needed here anyway. Going into wave 20, I think we've got this under control. Watch this. Oh yeah, goddamn. Look at that 24 sticks. Oh my goodness, that is hilarious. Look at this weapon page. This last stick dealt a base 653 damage, plus 230 damage for every additional stick that we had, which was quite plentiful. Anyway, that was a ton of fun. I can't wait to bust open some of the other new characters, and as always, thank you for watching.